read it beside the Quran. What book would you say? What books would you say? Sirah?
I think every Muslim household should have 5 books. Not just the Quran, but a tafsir of the Quran. In English, there is Tafsir of Shaykh Rahman Nasir Sa'di, the one I gifted Sneeko. And then there are other, like the Noble Quran with Muhsin Khan has a bigger one. It's like 9 volumes. It's really good. So getting a light explanation of the Quran is necessary for every house. Every house should have a book of hadith. I would suggest, after the very small books like the 40th Nabawi, a book called Riyadh-us-Saliheen, the Garden of the Pious by Imam al-Nabawi. It's usually in 2 volumes by Darussalam in English. Beautiful book. Every house should have it. Every time, if you know Arabic, you should get it with the Sharh of Shaikh ibn Uthaymeen. But if you don't know Arabic, they have it in English. Very beautiful book. Every house should have a book on tazkiyah, on cleansing your soul, how to stay humble, how to keep the diseases of the heart away from your heart. There's a book called The Ailment and the Cure by Ibn al-Qayyim, Da wa Dawa. It's also called Jawab al-Kafi, amazing book. I heard it's been translated. I read Arabic, but you can get it. Any book by Ibn al-Qayyim, by Ibn Taymiyyah, by Ibn Rajab, just get it. They're amazing scholars. But every household should have a book on tazkiyah, on cleansing your soul.
That's what tazkiyah means.
Tazkiyah, to cleanse. Zakah, like to purify. So tazkiyah to nufus, like cleansing your soul or yourself. There's a book called Kitab al-Iman by Ibn Taymiyyah. Of course, many scholars wrote beautiful. There's a contemporary scholar named Shaykh Abdur al-Badr, and he's written some beautiful books on the subject. Ibn Rajab has amazing books. Every household should have a seerah book. Now they mentioned Ar-Rahiq, which is the sealed nectar. It's a good book. Also, recently there have been more. There's a 3-volume authentic seerah book written. A brother that wrote it actually compiled it, gave it to me. I was reading through it. It's really good. In Arabic, you have Zad al-Ma'ad, which actually has been translated into English. Ibn al-Qayyim's Zad al-Ma'ad, Provisions for the Seeker. It's a really good book. Don't get the summarized, get the full one. And this great scholar wrote this book on the way to Hajj. No references, imagine the hardship of journey, no planes. This is, 600 years ago. And he wrote the whole thing, 5 volumes. I have mine, the 5-volume print. And, putting all these things together, a lot of times it depends what language you speak to, right? Like if you speak Arabic, there's some really good books. But now, a lot of English books have come out that are really beneficial, alhamdulillah. And I think every household should have. The 5th is a book of the basics of the Islamic creed. In English, Shaykh Saleh al-Fawzan it's called the Sound Creed. You can get books like Usul al-Thalatha and so on. But again, have the basic understanding of the creed as well. So I have a playlist on the Majriba channel that goes through each one and the best prints and things. But every house should have that. So if you don't have a Riyadh-us-Saliheen, I'm going to get you one before I leave, inshallah.